Hey everyone, I'm Connor and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, well, where the bloody hell have you been? I like to talk about all things luxury on my channel, so if you're into that sort of thing, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button, so whenever I put out a new video, you get the little bing bong on your phone and you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch Connor, I'm in the mood for that, so do that. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the bags that I'm wishing for in 2024, or like the style of the bag, you know what I mean, putting the feelers out. We believe in luxury manifestation here on my channel, and yeah, so if I speak it into the universe into this video, maybe it might just come true, so let's get into it. So first on the list would have to be a large tote. Okay, it's basically essential at this point and I need it for all of my little travel adventures. And like, do I say any more? So when I went to Paris, Dale very generously let me borrow her Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM. Hers is in the classic monogram and that bag was fantastic for traveling with. For me, it worked perfectly. I think if I went down a size at the MM, it would be too small. The GM with an organizer in it, it really fit all of the little things that essential for me to travel with. So that size bag, honestly, perfect. So with regards to like the tote that I'd either want a Louis Vuitton Neverfull in Damier Azur. I don't want the monogram. You know, when you're coming back into the country and you've got a big monogram, like classic Louis Vuitton monogram bag, it's like red flags, like let's search his bag sort of thing. So I'm preferring Damier Azur. I've always loved Damier Azur canvas, but there's no bags that I would really get anything in it. So that, what's it called, Neverfull would be the perfect little option for me. But like if there was a gun to my head, I would get the classic monogram or the Azur. Not interested in the Damier Ebene. So yes. Or option numero deux would be a Goyard St. Louis tote for the sheer fact that I like all the colours that it comes in. I like a bit of a Skittles arrangement. You got the orange, the blue, the yellow, the green, the grey, the black, the red, the this, that, pussycat. You got all the colours there. So leaning towards either. The thing with Goyard though is you either have to get it pre-loved in Australia or wait until you go to a country where there's a Goyard store. Ironically, the closest store to Australia is Singapore, which is where I'm heading next to in June. So, you know, it could work out that way, but I'd prefer to have the bag before I go overseas again because I need it, you know, horse before the carriage, if that makes any sense. So if I were to get a Goyard tote, say there was one pre-loved market in Australia, I would love either, now hear me out, don't go judging first, either the yellow, which is more of a mustardy yellow, like it's not super mustard, but it's more warmer than cool in the yellow schemes. That, because I think it's such a big bag, it's got to be in a colour that I wouldn't normally get a bag in, and it kind of just works. That, the orange, but the orange is more like a reddy orange, and I'm more wanting like an orange. But if it came up pre-loved and it was hitting the spot, then I'd go for gold. Or the blue. Now, I actually consigned this time last year, ironically, a Goyard St. Louis tote in the GM, in the blue, and it was brand new. And I consigned that and it sold like gangbusters. They always sell really quickly. So I know what the blue looks like. It is my vibe, but I'm trying to get a bit more variety than just blue. Obviously, I love blue, but I just don't want to have like a sea of blue bags. No pun intended. So they're kind of on the, you know, the wish list for 2024 because I need it. I'm desperate for one, okay? I need it. It would just complete my travel, you know, travel stuff. So that's the first thing on the list. First and foremost, essential. Next on the list would be the Be My Love ring from Chaumet, I can't remember how you pronounce it. It's French, which was on my last wish list video, I think 5 months ago is when I did that. And my goal was to kind of get it in February when I'm in Sydney for Taylor Swift, because that's the only time I'll be somewhere where they actually have a store. So that's still on the wish list. Alternatively, if I don't get it then, I would look at it in Singapore when I go in June. So it's one of those ones where it's like I want it, but I'm not like gagging for it, not champing at the bits for it. I can wait a little bit. But I would still want it in either the white gold or the rose gold. I think I'm heading more towards the white gold route. Just depends on how it looks on my little fingers. But that's definitely up there. Every now and then I look at like jewelry, but I don't think I have that passion for jewelry, but I feel like I feel a bit naked. I want something. So that's where we're currently sitting on the ring front. Is that the word? Yeah. So I'm just patiently waiting. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm manifesting it. Okay, guys? Manifest, manifest, manifest. Next would be 2 bags from Fendi. So the first one is the X-Cross Peekaboo. So that is the smallest version of the men's ICU Peekaboo. Obviously, I've got... Where is it? Over there, my mini Peekaboo, which isn't really mini. I think the X-Cross version I'd call mini, but anyways, I don't work for marketing at Fendi, clearly. So that bag. Now, at the moment, they've got a few different variations. They've got some in the kind of pressed leather like my soft trunk baguette is, that kind of FF embossed deboss scenario. They've got them in that leather. Not a massive fan on that. Don't hate it, but I wouldn't want that bag in it. I'd probably want it in more like the Celeria style leather, the pebbles. So as of yet, they have not brought out one that I'm like, but manifest, guys, manifest. That is the word of the day, the drinking game. If you hear the manifest, take a shot, drink responsibly. But yeah, so I do love that bag. I've tried it on in-store. It's such a cute little like size, it works, it looks great. So just waiting for Fendi to bring something out that I like. Next on the list is very broad, I know, but it's the sneakers. Whatever sneakers I see, I fall in love with, and I've become a shoe whore. And this obsession of like looking at shoes is just becoming very real. And thank God they're expensive, because otherwise I would be buying them like I eat hot dinners. A lot, okay? So this kind of obsession of like looking at all the different sneakers that are coming out, that is always, the wheels on the bus are going round and round when it comes to that. So I don't know what pair I want. I still do want the Louis Vuitton ones that I mentioned in the last video with the different canvases on there. They're still definitely a top contender, but just staying on the edge of my seat, seeing what could possibly come out is always a fun game. Valentino do have some as well that I do like, but I think they might be, well, they're not similar to ones I already have, but I'm like, do I do something different? What do I do? But anyways, I just love white sneakers. I think they go with everything with me. I always wear them. I get my cost per wear times 20, like, it's a done deal. So just constantly looking at what's to come. Oh, chef's kiss, because I'm never disappointed. So definitely 1, 2, 3 pairs of sneakers in the year I think is sufficient. Like, they're an essential item. Like, what am I going to do? Walk on my hands? Then I would need designer gloves. So, hello. The maths is a mathin', people. And the last thing on my list isn't an item, but an attitude that I think everyone should adopt, and that is go with the flow. Seek out new things, try new things, because you don't always know what the design houses are going to bring out. Yes, we see snippets of collections throughout the year or upcoming things, but every now and then something will just pop up that you never thought you would like, and you see it in person and you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing there. And sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. If you like it, just buy it. If you can afford to do so, and it's responsible for you to do so. But in terms of, are you always going to get the most wear out of this bag? No, you're not. Is it the most practical thing to buy? No, luxury ain't practical. So keep an open mind, explore new options, try new things. Okay, says me saying try new things when I'm literally the most stubborn person in the world and I do the same thing all the time, eat the same food all the time, stick in my routine all the time. But try new things. Take it from someone who doesn't do it. Do as I say, not as I do. But have this new adventure for luxury. Try, seek, explore. Guys, I'm a luxury martyr, as I've self-proclaimed on these channels before. So That's my advice and something that I'm trying to adopt. And as we can tell by the bread bag of 2023, aka bread, I think I am able to say that now. So that is what is on my wish list for 2024. What do you guys think? What's on your wish list? Do you have any recommendations? Pop it all in the comments below, and I'd love it if you could give this video the thumbs up. You just press the little thumbs up, helps with the algorithm, and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Here is to a great 2024, and bring it on, baby, because it's the year of Connor, apparently, because I just made that up. So thank you so much for all of your support this year, and I hope to see you all very shortly in my next video. Bye!